Hello everyone, my name is Raquel McAfee and I am an Elite 2017 coach, and today I am super excited to share with you how Team Cup has been an absolutely big game changer in my business, and I'm also going to share with you action steps that you can take back to your team and how to really create that momentum to build on what you do this month. So I'm seeing a few of us pop on. If you could just give me some hearts or some thumbs so that I know that you're with me. There we go. Awesome. Well, as we wait for people to get on, I just wanted to share a little bit about who I am, and then I'll go into more of like how we can really create that momentum in our business. So like I said, my name is Raquel McAfee. I'm an elite coach for 2017. I am a mama of 3. I have a daughter who is 5, and I have twin boys who are 3. And I also work. When I started this business, my daughter was 3, and my boys at the time were 11 months old. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Rachel. My team's jumping on. And I was super busy, but I knew I wanted to make this business work. So if you are somebody who feels like you are up to here busy, just know you can absolutely make this business work, and I'm going to kind of share you those tips today. So I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary of becoming a coach. I signed up at the end of December 2014. I really considered January 2015 as my first month in the biz, but I started, and then February of 2015 was my very first Team Cup. My upline coach asked me to be on her Team Cup, and at the time I was so new and I had no idea what Team Cup was, and honestly, I was kind of overwhelmed. So if you are a new coach who is overwhelmed, just know, totally normal. The learning curve is kind of high, but this really is a simple business, and it's daily activities compounded over time that are going to bring you success in this business. So I joined my first Team Cup February of 2015. It was great for me because it allowed me to connect with other coaches in the network that I didn't know. So that was really nice. I think the Beachbody community is amazing, and being able to connect with other people, we can always learn from each other. So I started Team Cup. It really set the foundation for me. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I also knew that because I was in a small group, I didn't want to let anyone down. Do you feel like that when you're in Team Cup? You're like, well, I can't be the weak link. So I think that's a wonderful, beautiful thing about Team Cup, is that you are part of something bigger than yourself, and you really want to do your part to really help the team reach their goals all the way. And so that Team Cup, I didn't know what I was doing. I was super excited about it being a coach, and I shared it with everyone. I just shared what I was doing. People could see a difference in me and how excited I was, and they would ask me. But relatively speaking, I didn't do that well. I hit Success Club 6 at the very end of the month by like the skin of my teeth. And overall, looking back, I'm like, I was a little discouraged that I didn't do better in my second month in the business. But I'll tell you what, all the work I did in February actually really set up the foundation for my success down the road. And I didn't feel it then, but I felt it a couple months later. I hit Diamond at the beginning of May. I went 1-star qualifying in June, and then 2-star qualifying in July. So again, I didn't really feel that success of all the work I had put in Team Cup, but I let it catch up to me, and it really built that momentum in my business. So that was my first experience with Team Cup, and I look back and that was a pivotal moment in my business. Now I want to kind of fast forward a bit. My last Team Cup that we did was August of this year. And at this point, I had been in the business, over a year and a half. I felt stronger as a leader, and I created a team of coaches that were really ready to hit the ground running. And then I also created a team of newbies. And I think sometimes this Team Cup, you kind of want to just like pair up with the people that are going to get the most points because you want to win. If you're competitive like me, you want to win. But I like to view it as, let me work with new coaches who maybe don't really know what they're doing yet, so that I can help them lay the foundation for their business. So at this time, like I said, I got some new coaches on board. One of them in particular, I think she's on, Rachel, had just signed up to be a really working coach at the end of July. So August was really her official month. At this point, our team was pushing hard for Elite. We were 1 diamond away from hitting Elite, and it was getting closer to the end of the year, and we knew we had to push. And I knew that Team Cup, if I could get people to really commit and focus, that we could really set ourselves up and push hard for that goal. So just to kind of give you background of that, And I'll share with you what I did in my Team Cup, but I really feel like it really helped my coaches get a good foundation. I talked about how we were pushing for elite. One of my coaches, Rachel, actually was at Success Club 0 on the 28th of August. And she was like, I'm doing everything I should be doing. I'm doing the daily activities. I said, just keep going, just keep pushing, you can do it. And I think she ended August at Success Club 18. So just know it's never too late in the month. And again, we don't always feel the benefits right away. We don't always reap the rewards right away, but if you can just stay consistent, even through the hard times, you can really build that momentum. So she actually ended up going diamond in November, and she was a pivotal person on our team to help us hit our elite goals, and we ended the year as an elite team. And she'll even ask, when we talked about it this weekend, she was like, Team Cup was really a game changer for me because it really helped me to know what I should be doing on a daily basis. So those are just 2 instances where I felt like it has just changed my business, built momentum. You never know what kind of team you're creating and how they're going to ripple affect it. Another beautiful thing about Rachel that I've got to mention, she will actually be an official 2-star diamond coach this Thursday. So she took what we learned in Team Cup and she duplicated it to her team as well, and they've been able to have success. So the power of duplication, train your Team Cup well, and then they can duplicate it and you can just keep going from there, and everybody wins. So those are 2 examples how Team Cup has personally been a game changer for my business. And now I just want to give you some action items that you can take with you and take back to your teams, because I love action items to have something tangible that you can hold on to and really move forward from. So first things first is get with your Team Cup leaders. So if you haven't already, we have a group of our diamond leaders on our team. And all of our diamonds are leading another team. But I remember when I was a new diamond, I was learning how to lead myself, and I didn't really know how to really lead a big team well. So in our leaders team group, we talk about best practices. What should you do as a leader of your Team Cup team? If you're a Team Cup captain, how can you lead them? I know that we have a lot of Team Cup teams and not everybody has a diamond coach. Some of them are just made of brand new coaches. So we've encouraged our leaders to adopt another Team Cup team. Like, I have a Team Cup team and I've also adopted another team that I'm working with. Does it add a little bit more work for me? Yes. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. So I encourage you to really take those leaders and teach them what you're doing so that they can lead their other teams well. And it's just a great place to share best practices, and I'm going to share some of those ideas. It's so great to bounce ideas off each other and see what's working for their group and be like, wow, I never thought of that. I'm going to take that back to my team as well. The second thing that I encourage you to do, action item, is to figure out how you're going to connect with your team. Some people like to do groups. Some people like to do Facebook message threads. Some people just want to do a text message. It doesn't matter, but figure out how you're going to connect with your team every single day. For me, I have a Facebook message thread, and the other team that I've adopted chose to do a group. So we're kind of doing the best of both worlds. But in that group, we first and foremost set goals. So big monthly goals at the end of February. What is it that we want to achieve? How many people's lives do we want to change? I think big goals are great and they're grand and they're fabulous and we need them, but we got to work backwards and figure out, okay, this is my big goal. Weekly, if I break it down weekly, what do I need to be doing weekly in order to reach that big goal? And even further, what do I need to be doing every single day that's going to get me a little bit closer to that goal? Because I think sometimes we set these big grand goals, but if our daily actions aren't aligning with our big goal, we can get to the end of the month, be frustrated because we didn't hit it, get down on ourselves, and that's just not a place we want to be. But if we know I'm doing something every single day to move my business forward, it's going to get me closer to that goal. So daily activities that we talk about, this isn't going to be mind-blowing. I know you've heard it a million times, but there's a reason you've heard it a million times. Being a product of the product, that's easy. Step one, we got to take care of ourselves. We cannot pour from an empty cup, so we got to make sure that we are, first and foremost, working out, drinking our Shakeology, and filling ourselves up with that personal development. And like I said, that's going to help us become the best person so that we can help others around us. Second is we made it a goal as our team that this month we are going to invite. We know that's a vital behavior, but I wanted to put a specific number of how many people. And our goal this month is we individually in our group are going to invite minimum 90 people. That literally is like 3 or a little bit more every single day. We're going to invite minimum 3 people to join our group, one of our groups. It can be a free group, it can be a challenge group, whatever. We know that we're going to send minimum 90 invites this month. Again, when you hear 90, that's a lot, but when you break it down to 3 per day, no matter what, it's a little bit more of an attainable goal. The next thing that we do every day is we're going to expand our network. I want to be adding people into my network that are like me, that could potentially be a challenger, potentially be a coach in my team, and I know I'm going to be doing that every single day. So set a number for how many people you want to invite to your network as well. And then connecting with people. I send messages and I'm talking with people, nothing about Beachbody, but I know that this is a relationship business, and I want people to have that trust in me. I want them to know who I am as a person, who I am as a mom, who I am as a coach, so that when they're ready to make a change in their health and fitness, they immediately think of me first. So making it a goal of how many people you're just going to connect with every single day. And then my last one that I strive to do every single day is to get out of my comfort zone. So I think I can count this as check, getting out of my comfort zone, talking to you on the Beachbody Champions page. But we know that's where the magic happens, right? Comfort zones are great and they're nice and they feel good. But if you really want to grow a successful business, you got to be stepping out of your comfort zone every single day. And maybe that for you is inviting. You know, maybe you're not used to inviting every single day. Inviting 3 to 5 people is hard. Maybe it's, you know, messaging people or posting on social media. Just know you got to step out of that comfort zone. So those are some of the goals that we set every single day, that no matter what, if I can check those off on a tracker every single day, I know I've won my day and that I'm moving one step closer to my ultimate end goal of what I want to achieve this month. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about with you is checking in daily. So we set goals, we have our group, however you want to do it, but you gotta be checking in daily. Just like with our challengers, we know accountability is the secret sauce to getting our challengers results. It's the same thing as coaches. We need someone checking in to say, did you do what you wanted to do? Did you invite your 3 people today? Did you expand your network? Were you a product of the product? Did you connect with people outside of Beachbody? We got to check in with each other, because honestly, these things are so easy to do, but they're also really easy not to do. And if you allow it, you don't have somebody checking in how you're doing, a whole week can go by and you haven't made any progress towards your goals. So I think really checking in every single day. I invited today, how did you do? Or posting a picture of your tracker of how many people you invited, how many people you added to your network, just heightens you, right? And when you see somebody else who's like, gosh, they didn't, I haven't invited today, the small group accountability, you're like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too. In our group too, you know how we check in with each other. If you get stuck, sometimes we get stuck as a new coach and I'm like, oh, they said this to me, I don't know how to respond. We take screenshots, post it in our group, and I'll work with my team to figure out the best response that we can do. So again, checking in every single day. No one wants to be the weak link. Everybody really wants to make sure that they're pulling their weight on their team. And then finally, let's make it fun. I think sometimes we lose sight of the fact that our jobs are really fun. Like, I literally get paid to work out, take care of myself first and foremost, help people do the same thing. I get to teach them. I get to help them change their lives and feel good about themselves. I get to play on social media. Like, at the end of the day, this job is really fun. And I think sometimes we just have to remind ourselves of that. One of the elite coaches on our team, Jessica Warren, what she does, and something that I'm definitely going to be incorporating as well, is she does daily challenges with her team, which I love that. We do that in challenge groups. Why wouldn't we do that in our team cup? So for instance, sharing, why do you drink Shakeology? No one needs to know the superfoods, the vitamins, minerals. We know it's amazing, but why do you specifically drink it? And making a post about why you do it. Or maybe the challenge of the day is to go live, right? We know live is awesome on Facebook and it's a great way for people to connect to you and really see who you are. So maybe that's a challenge of the day. So just figuring out ways in which we can make it fun. We can celebrate successes. If you got someone signed up with the challenge pack, let's celebrate, let's whoop and let's holler, and let's make it fun for you. So I hope you found that helpful, guys. And I just wanted to share with you again, Team Cup truly has been a game changer in multiple ways in my business, and really incorporating these things into your Team Cup can set you up for success. And like I said, you may not feel it now, right? We may not reap the rewards of our success here in February, but I know if you stay committed to doing the daily things consistently, you're gonna feel it. Maybe it's March, maybe it's April, maybe it's not even till May or June or the summer, but I promise you, you will feel that momentum that you've started to create. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get them going. And then just a shout out to my team, Team VIP. Thank y'all so much for being on here. I love seeing y'all pop up. So much good. And Brady, my success partner, I love having y'all. Thank you for your support, and I'm excited. Let's go rock that Team Cup, y'all. Bye.